So we are looking at uh, examples of limited company questions, example questions of limited company. Okay. All right. Example one. $1 ordinary shares 200,000. Share premium 50,000. General reserve of that company 75,000. And retained profit of a particular company is 27,650. Okay. You're looking at a sample question. This is just an example. Now, the main content of the question. During the year end, okay, company made a profit of 96,250, transferred to general reserve is 15,000. ठीक है 15,000 ट्रांसफर टू जनरल रिजर्व्स हैं उसके अलावा directors paid interim dividends of 5,000 and final dividend of 20,000. ठीक है required is statement of equity. ठीक है you remember the appropriation account of partnership उसमें क्या होता था कि पार्टनरशिप का जो प्रॉफिट होता था वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता था इंटरेस्ट इन कैपिटल सैलरी शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स over here not the distribution of profit but actually stating or declaring the changes within the equity of the business. Equity means the capital of the business. Okay. So I'm repeating the question once again. So yeah. It says $1 ordinary shares, total value 200,000. Share premium 50,000. General reserve 75,000. Retained profit of 26,750. ठीक है ये तुम्हारे पास ईयर पे स्टार्ट की वैल्यूएशन है During the year, company made a profit of this. Transfer to general reserve is 15,000. Directors paid interim dividend of 5,000 and the final dividend of 12,000. ठीक है जी आपको statement of changes in equity बनानी है How do you make statement of changes in equity? कैसे बनाते हैं ठीक है जी You only take things which appears in the equity, which are ordinary shares, share premium, general reserve, retained profits, and finally the column of total. ठीक है जनाब सबसे पहले balance brought forward. The opening balances. These are the opening balances which are 200,000. This is 50,000. This is 75,000. And this is 27650. और इसका टोटल आ जाएगा which is 325, which is 352650. Alright, सबसे पहले profit after tax for the year. Now this year's profit is 96250. Where would I add this year's profit? Where would this profit go? In the ordinary shares? 9. Ordinary shares will change with the issue of shares. Share premium will change with the issue of premium on shares. General reserve will change once anything is transferred to general reserve. So the profit for the year would be added in the previous profits, which is 96250. The impact of this line on total is 96250. Okay. Profit for the year will be added in retained profits. इसके बाद less. Now from the profits, now distribution will happen. What sort of distribution? Less transfer to general reserve. Transfer to general reserve. कितने ट्रांसफर करने थे जनरल रिजर्व में? 15,000. You will take 15 from here and you will add 15 over here. And the total impact of transfer is 0. Why? Because something in equity, because something which is there in the equity is going to another equity, right? So overall equity के अंदर कोई भी change नहीं होगा. ठीक है जनाब. उसके बाद less interim dividend paid. Where would you pay dividend from? From reserves? From shares? No. Dividends are share of profits. ठीक है. Interim dividend कितना था? 5,000. And final dividend paid is how much? 20,000. Guys, please, I want you guys to have a calculator with you. All right. So the closing values balance carried down. There's no change in this. This will be 200,000. There's no change in this. General reserve is going to be 75 plus 15, 90,000. What is the value for retained profits?
Sir, 83,900.
83,900. And this total would be?
Sir, 423,900.
423.
Yes, sir.
यार चेक कर लेना एक दफा. ठीक है. सही है, कर लिया चेक तुमने?
जी सर, कर लिया, यही आ रहा है।
ओके, ठीक है। नाउ आफ्टर दिस, when you draw like another requirement would be statement of financial position में शेयर कैपिटल एंड रिजर्व्स, शेयर कैपिटल एंड रिजर्व्स का जो पोर्शन बनाना होता है इन द एंड एसओएफपी में, अब वो कैसे बनेगी? $1 ordinary shares of 200,000, share premium is 50,000, ठीक है जनाब। उसके बाद जनरल रिजर्व 90,000 and retained profits of 83,900, and the total value of equity for this business will be 423,900. ठीक है? Now the thing is, let me just revise everything again for you in this part. Uh, you know, after giving away all the expenses, whatever is left as profit in the company, उस company में क्या करती है उस profit से? ठीक है? So let's see. This was an example. The company had ordinary shares of this much, share premium of this much, the general reserves of this much, retained profits of this amount. During the year, company made a profit of 96,250. That means after tax. Transfer to general reserve from this profit is 15,000, and the directors paid interim dividend of 5,000. Okay. Now my question to you is, I use this term interim dividend. What do you mean by this interim dividend? Can anyone tell me that? Okay. Interim dividend means dividend paid during the year. Any dividend which is paid during the year is interim dividend. Final dividend means dividend paid at the end of the year. Okay. So during the year, the company paid dividend of 5,000, and at the end of the year, company paid a dividend of 20,000. You have to prepare a statement of changes in equity. Okay. Now, what comes in the company equity? Ordinary shares, share premium, then reserves, retained profit. इन सब की वो वैल्यूज जो कि ओपनिंग वैल्यूज हमें गिवन थी, एंड दिस टोटल। ठीक है, तो टेक्निकली आप करेंगे जी ये इस तरह चलिए, इसका टोटल इधर गया। प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स, the profit that you made will be added to the previous year's leftover profits, which is retained earnings. So this is your profit after tax. ओवरऑल इक्विटी को बढ़ा दिया। इसके बाद we transferred 15,000 to general reserve. We took out some profits and we put them in reserves. So the overall change is nil. उसके बाद we paid interim dividend. ठीक है, dividend is paid from profits. Interim dividend means dividend paid during the year. And then we paid final dividends. That means dividend paid at the end of the year. उसके बाद हमारे पास closing balances आ गए. These closing balances would go where? In the statement of financial position, share capital and reserves के section में. Like after preparing financial statements में non-current asset to current assets, total assets, long-term liability, current liability, and then you'll have share capital and reserves. So ये equity वाला जो portion है ना, finance वाला जो portion है, these would be the values that will go in the SUFPU की finance by वाले section के. ठीक है? Any question, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Example 2, $0.5 ordinary shares जिनकी value है 100,000. Share premium 40,000. Retained profits 106,500. General reserve 130,000. ठीक है? Okay. Company made a profit after tax of dollar 106,350. Issued 50,000 ordinary shares for 0.75 each. ठीक है? Not entitled to dividends. जो शेयर हमने अभी इशू किया उनको हम डिविडेंड नहीं पे करेंगे. Next is transfer to general reserve 40,000. उसके बाद interim dividend of 0.02 per share was paid. Final dividend of 0.05 per share is paid. ठीक है? Okay. Now, the thing which is important over here, look at the par value per share, 0.5 per share. Or the par value was $1 per share. Okay. So now, based on that, can you calculate the number of shares this company has? Number of shares. The total value is 100,000 and par value per share is 0.5 per share. The total number of shares will be 200,000 shares. ठीक है? ओके. इन शेयर्स के ऊपर जरा इंटरिम और फाइनल डिविडेंड कैलकुलेट कर लेते. ठीक है? 200,000 200,000 shares multiply by interim dividend कितना था 0.02. तो कितना हुआ जी? 4,000 और फाइनल डिविडेंड इज अगेन 200,000 shares multiplied by 0.05. ठीक है, that's the dividend. तो कितना हुआ ये जनाब? 10,000 हुआ। ठीक है, any problem in this one? Any problem in like ये 200,000 shares कैसे आए, ये interim dividend कैसे निकला, final dividend कैसे निकला? It is said over here. Any problem? Anyone?
Sir Tamur.
Yes.
Sir, in the second point, you've written that 50,000 ordinary shares worth $50,000 for 0.75 each are not entitled to dividends. So will that have any effect on the value of interim dividend and final dividend?
Since they are not entitled to dividend, that means into the dividend है नहीं ना. Also, this 50,000 is not dollars. This 50,000 is actually number.
Oh, अच्छा, okay.
Issued physical. Okay. And
Sir, how did
you
you
issue.
get 200,000?
Yeah. See, Mitra, very simple है. What is the total value of ordinary shares?
Oh, okay, got it.
100,000.
100,000.
ये रहा. And what is the value per share? Par value per share is 0.5. So number of shares कितने आ गए? 200,000 shares आ गए. ठीक है जनाब. इसके बाद let's look at issue of shares. Issue of shares में वो क्या कह रहा है? You had issued 50,000 ordinary shares for 0.75 each. What was your par value? 0.5, but you issued for 0.75 each. ठीक है जी. तो 0.75, ठीक है, is your issue price. इसमें से par कितनी थी? Par value 0.5. बाकी प्रीमियम कितना होगा? कितना होगा बोलो भाई, कितना प्रीमियम होगा?
So 0.25.
Yes, if the share is issued at 0.75, from which the par value is 0.5, what would be the premium? Premium is 0.25. Okay. And this entire information is per share. You're talking about per share information. Okay.
Sir,
Now, yes,
par value question में दी भी होगी.
par value question में जी बेटे, par value question में बिल्कुल दी होगी. ये देखो, ये given है, ये 0.5 ordinary shares. That is the par value. Now, कितने शेयर इशू किए? 50,000. सही है. तो एंट्री इसकी बनेगी बैंक डेबिट 50,000 into 0.75, 37,500. Ordinary shares credit 50,000 into 0.5. Ordinary shares are always recorded at their par value, 25,000, and share premium 50,000, 0.25 is 12,500. ठीक है. नरेशंस क्या है इसकी? एसेट इंक्रीज हुआ जब शेयर इशू हुआ तो बैंक में पैसे आए, और ये दोनों ओनर्स की इक्विटी भी इंक्रीज हुई. ठीक है, ऑलराइट। सो यहाँ भी कर सकते थे, पार वैल्यू इतनी आ गई, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 50,000 shares into 50,000 shares, so the values would have been same, or 12,500। ठीक है, ये वैल्यूज वैसे भी आ सकती थी। सही है, ओके। एनी क्वेश्चन बिफोर आई मूव ऑन? एनी
No, sir.
क्वेश्चन एनीवन?
No, sir.
Okay, now, so statement of changes in equity. इस कंपनी के पास क्या क्या इक्विटी है? ऑर्डिनरी शेयर, शेयर प्रीमियम, रिटेन अर्निंग्स एंड रिजर्व्स। Therefore, equity is ordinary shares, share premium, retained earnings, general reserve, अपना टोटल। सबसे पहले balance brought forward. Opening balances are 100,000, 40,000, dollar sign, 100, 40, 106, 500, 106, 500, and 130,000. Yes, 130. So total कितना हुआ जी? 236, 276, 376, 500। ऐसे ही वो।
Sir, 376,500.
ठीक है जी। उसके बाद profit after tax was given over here. The company made a profit after tax of 106,350. You will always add it within routine earnings 6,350। उसके बाद ट्रांसफर टू जनरल रिजर्व। कितना ट्रांसफर करना जनाब जनरल रिजर्व में? 40,000। सही है जनाब, 40,000 ये ऐड हो जाएंगे एंड यहाँ से सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगे। ओवरऑल इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस कॉलम विल बी 0। उसके बाद इशू ऑफ शेयर्स। जब शेयर्स इशू किए थे तो 25,000 was within ordinary shares and 12,500 was in premium. So total is 37,500. And finally, dividends paid. कौन से डिविडेंड? इंटरिम और फाइनल। ठीक है जी, इंटरिम और फाइनल डिविडेंड हमने कैलकुलेट किए थे यहाँ पे। इंटरिम डिविडेंड वाज 4,000 and final dividend is 10,000। ठीक है जनाब, 4,000, overall impact is 4,000, 10,000, overall impact is 10,000. Now the final values, which is balance carried down, is 125,000. This is 52,500. this would be different. This is 170. ठीक है ये देखो कितना हुआ. What would be this value and what would be the total value? ठीक है जनाब. Once you have made this, उसके बाद statement of financial position में capital and reserve. Simply copy on the equity business. $0.5 ordinary shares. The revised value is 125,000. ठीक है. Share premium 52,500. Retained profits is yet to be calculated. And general reserve is 170,000. Simple copy paste यहाँ से. Or you can say कि जो question में ये given था ना, these were your opening values after all of these adjustments. Now in the similar format, these are your closing values. ठीक है. मुझे रिटेन अर्निंग की वैल्यू बताएगा कोई प्लीज.
सर क्या बताना? सॉरी.
वैल्यू 14850.
सर 158,850. सर इन दोनों का 328,852 आ रहा है.
So this total is 506 350. कितना है सर रिटेन अर्निंग? 158,850. ठीक है. ओके.